So I'm gonna do a couple new things with you guys on live. I've never used Tanlines for a bronzer. I've never used it, I haven't tried it. So I'm going to give it a whirl, okay? So let's get started. I'm gonna put my main color. So this is my main, and actually I have Cranberry and Glass Slipper today. Kind of a different combo. I just felt like doing it. So anyways, I'm gonna throw my main color on. And because I have a lot of redness, I am using a shade that actually helps minimize that. So I am using the Blush Bronzer brush because I cannot find my 3D brush. It is somewhere. I packed it to Florida when I ran there for a 24-hour trip to pick up a car for my son. I know, everybody's like, why would you guys drive 24 hours to pick up a car for your child? So it's rust-free, that's why. It was a pretty cool car. So anyways, let me just tap a little bit more on, get a little bit more coverage. So the cool part about this makeup, with it being cream, you can do as little or as lot as you want. And the more you blend and move, the more it blends out and looks less. So you don't want to over blend your color corrector or your brighteners and your contour and whatnot. So I'm going to use Frenchie for under my eyes. I don't typically do this, but this is an option for many of you guys. So do you see how tired I look and I have the darker spots? So you take Frenchie, which is a lip and cheek, but it is a color that can help cancel out these darker colors. And there are other colors too. I actually like using Petal, but even without adding my brightener, look at how it kind of created that, reduced that color of tired, crazy lady look, getting old look. I put very, very little on, very little. So the biggest problem that every lady has when they start SEINT is they use too much. So less is more. So I am going in with my brightener now, and I am creating this open V. I'm gonna just tap a little bit on my eye and prime it. So this open V, I've not put it over my Frenchie at all, but I am kind of cradling it, and I am gonna tap a little bit here because I do wanna make sure I have enough to go over that Frenchie. Okay, so right here where I have that dark spot and you get wrinkly, you get puffy, you get tired, you don't want to put too much of your brightener over, because brightener actually attracts your eyes and will accentuate that, the wrinkles, the lines, the puffiness, whatever. So I'm going to pop in now with my brush, and I'm going to create kind of a lift, and I'm just going to kind of move it over and up. Now I'm taking this line and I'm gonna shimmy it over my Frenchie. And I'm not swiping because I want to blend it and pop it over that Frenchie. Now, I am not used to using Frenchie. I don't typically use it. So again, I like doing new things in front of you guys because I don't want you guys to be scared to try things. So I am just giving it a whirl with you ladies, and I'm going to be giving Tanlines a whirl. So I'm actually going to just pop into my brightener a little bit more and add a little bit right here. Okay, so now I'm taking my inner brightener line and I'm going to shimmy over my Frenchie color corrector without swiping. I'm shimmying. So there's that. You don't want to ever, if you have color correctors, you don't want to ever swipe because it's just going to mix it, if that makes sense. So let me just add a little bit here for your brightener. Okay, so it all comes together in a little bit. Don't worry, ladies. All right, contour. I'm actually going to pop in with my brush instead of my finger. So I'm just going to tap it, and I'm just going to go back and forth with my brush. There's so many different ways that you can create your contour. You can do a single line with your finger and bring it up. I'm just going in with my brush because, well, I'm not gonna blend too much. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm almost doing it like a blush, but I'm not. All right, up here, and I'm not adding a ton onto my brush. This is very minimal. Again, less is more. So now what it's doing is it's creating that effect right below that brightener, right? And I'm gonna add some right here. You create the shadow. You wanna get rid of your double chin. Okay, let's see here, cheeks. Let's do the Frenchie. Again, this is Frenchie. This is exactly what I used on under my eye. I don't use Frenchie typically very much because I like pinks. I'm a pink girl, well, I do like coral. I mean, I do like peaches, but anyways, it's a lighter color. It's not too dark. I'm actually gonna pop in with my glass slipper because I have to have shimmer or something. I guess that didn't do it too much. Okay, all right, let's quickly do the eyes, and then oh yeah, bronzer. Let's do that so I don't forget. Yeah, that's how my week has been. Bronzer. This is Tanlines. Again, I've never used Tanlines before. Let me double check. Yep, it's Tanlines. So let's do this. This is Allie's thing. So remember, a C. So you're creating this C over kind of between your contour. So it's very, very light. That's what I'm getting from this Tanlines. I suppose you could go a little bit darker, but all right. I'm gonna take this. Oh, I can see that warmth on my nose. Maybe it's my stupid lighting. I have a window over here. I should close that, but then I gotta get a new ring light. Okay, let's do the eyes quickly and then I am done. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara off the camera so I can be a little bit quicker. So this is Cranberry, and I am going to, usually I would do a base color and create a base color. I'm gonna do a base color with Cranberry, and then I'm gonna stamp it so it's darker on the outside. So I could just leave it like that, right? You can just take one color. I gotta come up a little bit higher. You could just leave it like that, or you tap back into Cranberry and you stamp it and you create a darker corner, outer corner. So every time you pop back into that color, you can create a darker corner. So now you can see that it actually has a little bit darkness right there. So I'm just going to add this as my base. One color, done. Actually, I'm gonna grab glass slipper, but that's because you guys know I like shimmer. I like to add it on the inside of my eyes. So now I'm gonna stamp on the outer corner right here to create that dimension. And I'm not even like applying myself to make it look beautiful. So if I can just throw on eyeshadow and just make it a mess, you guys can do it, right? All right, here's gold glass. All right, so I'm coming in here. I like shimmer and I just like to always brighten. So I have that right there. I'm just going to blend that up a little bit. So that is the glass slipper. That actually is like a silver in a way. I wanted unicorn, but I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It's MIA. I have another new one I'll grab. It's actually probably an Allie's palette. So, all right. All right, ladies. So now I always take my brighter shimmer eyeshadows and I create that inner look. So this is Cranberry and glass slipper, and then Frenchie, which Frenchie is actually really pretty on the cheeks. I'm not 100% sure about the lips. I'm gonna throw eyeliner on and mascara, and I'm gonna take a before and after, and you all have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.